again to the Metz
and a monk
showpiece on Radical Recovery Radio.
Solid state for good minds.
Yeah, once again, we're back. We're ready to start flowing and just kind of go off on whatever comes up organic. You know, my main man, he gave me a compliment this morning, and finally getting to the point where you could just say thank you, you know, when somebody compliments you. And, you know, he said, Mike, you put the organ in organic. Thank you for that compliment, Llama. And by the way, you look very nice today.
Thank you, brother. Yeah, you're the organist. You're the only person that can be in a group and speak volumes without saying anything. So that's powerful. It makes... It's what drew me to you in the beginning. No, this is not a love fest today, folks. This is about what we do together. And you have that ability to blend that way, then you're open to the universe. And you bring that on. And I just try to keep from the intro music going, I
can't blame you for wanting to get into it, man. I get hyped when I hear the intros.
A lot of people like the animation. I mean, a lot of people like the caricatures. They've said that you have a lot more hair than I do. You know, I said I got a mustache and a shaved head, but we get along and we blend so well together.
We do. I was stepping back there and doing a little listening to what we had put together, you know, earlier, and I was thinking to myself about, like, we probably couldn't be more different from one another, and yet here we are. You know, you got an egomaniac with a red beard, and you got a guy with a shaved head trying to live right-sized on a daily basis, and you know we have different stories, and yet you know it's obviously looking for what we identify within each other about. It's not about our differences, and that's another huge thing about recovery and whatnot is, you know, not looking for how different you may be or anything like that. I mean, don't get me wrong, being unique is a beautiful thing, but it's also just extremely important to find out, like, where is that groove with another person, you know, and thank God we have that, Llama, because I really appreciate our relationship, and I'm going to continue with the Love Fest, like it or not, brother.
I got it. Hey, go to any recovery meeting, and you'll find people that are diametrically opposed in politics, in creed, faith, all of the important things, photo op, all of the important things. But the one thing that brings us all together, the thing that brought you and I together, is recovery. Mm-hmm. Is the desire to better, to get your life back on track, on a new track, and only being dependent upon yourself in creating your future.
Yeah, you know, and I have to say though, in correlation with, you know, doing business with a power greater than yourself, and you know, however that looks like for anyone. But, you know, obviously that higher power does work through people. And so I'm so very grateful that, you know, the higher power is able to network us together. Whatever, that energy, that creative source, it's awesome. And, you know, kind of going off of gratitude and talking about gratitude as a subject briefly here. What are your views on gratitude, Llama?
Grateful. I'm grateful for my gratitude. It's just, if you don't have gratitude in your life, dude, it's time to take a close look at your life. If you, I wish I had the prayer in front of me. I'll do it the next time. It's a Cheyenne prayer, but you know, if you can't see and be grateful for something in your life, then the fault is yours, not life. And the more that we accept small gratitude, small gratefulness, not the huge thing, because most of our lives aren't created by the huge thing. They're made up of the little things that roll together and make good or bad. But the gratitude is there, and I try to take every opportunity I have to realize how lucky I am, and to be grateful for that.
Right at the beginning of that question there, you had that pause, but you also had that like, that sigh of relief, and just getting to know gratitude. And, that's something that I've obviously witnessed in other people, but also in myself, that I was always kind of looking for that natural sigh of relief. And there was times where I hit the bottle and I would be like, that's better. So just operating with gratitude and getting it naturally, not needing any kind of chemicals to produce a desired result. Now, that's going to take some effort on our part to start cultivating that kind of attitude, that we are actively looking and seeking for reasons to be grateful. And as you said, if you can't find something to be grateful, you've got to take a hard look at what's going on in life and find those things to be grateful about, because gratitude is such a powerful tool in anyone's recovery. And whether or not you're in long-term recovery or you're just getting into recovery, gratitude will sustain you.
So has the definition of gratitude changed for you from active use to recovery? Are you more grateful than you were then? Are you grateful obviously for different things, but that sigh after using? Boy, I don't know if I was grateful or I was just satisfied for that moment, but has your attitude about your definition, your attitude about gratitude changed?
Without question, and it's come through teachers. And that's one of the biggest things, is like finding a teacher. And if you're looking for a teacher, pay attention to what's going on in your life, and your creator is probably putting some form of a teacher in your life. One thing that was mentioned about gratitude from a teacher was that it isn't necessarily just a warm, fun feeling. And he's always done a great job of this for me, is explaining what gratitude or what goes around with it. He mentioned, hey, Mike, did you ever have a car that you really like to take care of? And I was like, of course. When I was younger, I had some vehicles that were, flashy and nice looking. But my gratitude was to always take really good care of that vehicle, not letting the brake dust collect, not letting anybody smoke in my vehicle. There was no way anyone was eating in my vehicle. And to me, it was definitely the expression of that we continued to actively demonstrate that gratitude. It wasn't just, I'm grateful for this, blah, blah, blah.
That's funny, man. You just brought it up. Yesterday, my car died, blew a clutch on it. 14-year-old car, the Unicorn, 131,000 miles. It was a free car to me, which was wonderful. I was grateful for that. And it's treated me well. I was grateful for that. But suddenly I'm in this situation where, and I like to take care of my cars. If I don't wash it and detail it, clean the inside, it's just a 14-year-old car. But I take care of it, clean it, take pride in it, and I have to ride around in it, have it clean, then it's the Unicorn.
Yeah, you certainly made me think of something else. And, in having gratitude with the things that I enjoy. Somebody one time broke down that word for me. Joy is literally injecting the joy into something. And it's an expression from my insides to the external, to the default world, as you like to call it. And being able to enjoy what we enjoy and truly have an experience, even as simple as the ability to take care of something that takes care of us, like a vehicle or a relationship, whatever it might be, putting that joy into it. It also is just like another ingredient to the gratitude, in my opinion.
Absolutely. I can't sort of off the track a tad, but it's still, I'm grateful for this opportunity to be able to shout out, speak my truth, spend time in the booth with you, do this kind of thing.
Love fest.
But I'm always mindful of how many ears are out there, and how many people when we talk, can go ahead and look up the word grateful, or look up the word gratitude, can find gratitude in their life, because this is not only and totally about you and I, Metz. It's about everybody else out there and how they think about you and I.
Too many minds.
Yes.
Too many minds.
But that's the point. The point is, as you just said, it's if you can't express gratitude, then you can't appreciate what you're doing. You can't appreciate what's being done around you.
Right. Yeah, exactly. So continuing on this path together, working through the gratitude, seeing the silver lining in just about everything. And
time flies when you're having fun. Time flies when you're with people you enjoy. So another segment of Metz and a Monk is rolling by you.
Very grateful that you took the time maybe to possibly listen. And as Lama said, grateful to be spending quality time with quality people. I hope everyone out there is doing the exact same thing with what they want to do with their day. Thank you again for tuning in, and we'll catch up real soon. Be good to yourself.
See the gratitude in your life, and we'll be waiting.